Hey y'all, APG Jamie here on behalf of Art, Joy of Sharing. And this month for our magnificent melange, I thought I would do some foiling. Now I've got some Minc foil. This is Gunmetal. And I've got some Deco Foil. This I got from Zandra. I'll put a link in the description box below, which will contain a whole lot of other more information stuff. This one I got from Tuesday morning back in 17. Okay, that's the date that's on it, so that might have been, well, I might have got it in 18 because I'm sure I got it on clearance. You know, Clarence is my boyfriend, and I love him. So we're going to be using some foil. We're going to do some heat embossing as well. I don't have my heat or my embossing powders out at this time because I'm just using little leftover bits of, you know, when you mix different ones together, you don't want to put it back in the original container. So I put it in another little small container, in which case we will be using the embossing ink pad. Bless my heart already, y'all. And we're going to try out this Deco Foil liquid adhesive. Be my first time using that. Prima planner glue. It's a good one, y'all. Just saying it's a good one. Going to touch on this here Ranger Emboss It pen just because I have it. I dug out some glue dots. And may I say the date on the The date on the label for these is 2008. That lets you know how long I've had these things. I don't use glue dots real often, but I might use them more now. Just saying. Hint, hint. You use a stamp, get some other stamps, and we're going to talk about sort of what, oh, my crown. Oh, how y'all like my bling? We're going to bling it up today. Bling it up to a whole nother level.
And let's just go ahead and get started with that. So I've got this fabric. It's a 100% cotton fabric. This is unbleached muslin. That's what we call it here in the United States. I know in the UK and perhaps some other European countries over there, y'all call it calico. For us, calico fabric is a printed cotton fabric. So, just saying. So anyway, I'm going to use this here liquid adhesive. It's thick, y'all. In case you didn't know, this stuff is thick. Has a lot of viscosity. I don't know, I think that means thick. So anywho, we're just going to be making some shapes on here, and I'm kind of stretching my fabric out. I don't know why, it's just because that's what I'm doing, y'all. Had I tried this beforehand? No, I have not tried this before, so we're experimenting together. And let me recommend, okay, that y'all need to, just because you've seen somebody else do it, doesn't mean you can't do it. I may repeat that later. It's worth repeating. So anyway, I invite you to try this stuff because you can do it way more better, and it might work out more better for you than it does for me. But I'm happy with what we've done. So I've done my designs, and I've got to set this aside because it needs to dry. Also, it needs to dry for a long time, y'all. So we're just going to pull over some more of this fabric. I think it's this really big old long piece of fabric over here, y'all. I don't know why I left it all so big, but I did. Now we're going to use these glue dots. I'm not familiar with how to use glue dots, but we're using them, okay? Because I found them in my drawer, and I'm like, yes, let's use those. Let's try that. So here we go. We're just putting them on there. I don't know if y'all can see it on the screen. Every once in a while I catch a little shiny part. I know on that last one y'all couldn't see that, well, I'm assuming y'all couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. It was hard to see in real life. That liquid adhesive stuff, y'all. It's hard to see clear stuff on the screen. Anyways, I'm just putting some dots down. And I don't know how long I worked on this project, because it took a couple breaks and stuff like that. And it's like a 30-minute video. I appreciate y'all spending your time with me. So we're going to use this here rainbow Deco Foil. And it's a film. It's a thin plastic film. You put the shiny side up. That's the pretty side. The other side is the silvery side, which goes down. Doesn't matter what brand it is. They all look like that, and that part goes down. So I'm just rubbing it around on the glue dots. I use the bone folder. I'm using my fingers. Best thing to use is a paper napkin or a cloth thing. See how it just pulls some foil right off that film. Look at that. Look at them dots. I'm pushing them. Yeah, they got, they're nice. They're not sticky anymore. How nice is that? I'm like, oh, I better move this out of the way before I put something on there. Because that stuff's got to dry for a long time. Read the instructions on any of your foil adhesive glues, y'all. Just saying. Hey, let's try this stamp. We're going to use the Prima glue stick pen thing. I can't tell how much is going on there, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably enough on there. And so I'm going to smoosh it around my finger, and I'm like, ooh, that's just snotty. That's a sticky snottiness, y'all. And we're just going to stamp it down because we're just playing. Experimenting. I don't know how long to leave it there. Typically, when I'm using the Prima glue on paper, when I'm going to be doing the foiling, I put it on and then I like sing the little preamble to Jeopardy, do do do, that one. And well, I don't sing it. I kind of do it like that. So I'm just going to cover that up with this baby wipe, this wet baby wipe, so the glue doesn't accidentally stick on there. So now we're going to put our foil down again with the bone folder. I don't know why. Works much better with that because it just slides right over that plastic film, y'all. I'm like, yeah, let's see what we get. Oh, see it stuck. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Just the silver side, you put that down, and the shiny side, pretty side's up. Look at that. I know it's not a perfect stamping, okay, but I sure like that. This is going to be this type of project. See, it's not sticky. I'm just checking to see if it's sticky, and it's not sticky at all. Yes, it worked. This is like doing transfers, y'all. You end up with the distressed thing, okay? I'm going to clean that off. Took it to the sink and used some soaps and waters on it. So I've decided I'm going to stamp, and I'm going to pull out that word beautiful. Oh, there's a list of ingredients in the description box below, along with other helpful, useful information. Probably. So we're just going to stick it on there. I had no plan, didn't have a project in mind. I'm just playing, and we're going to be doing this full and experimenting. Okay? Okay. Now, let's see. Is our foil going to stick to that? I don't know. Should I let it dry longer? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. It didn't do anything, but I can see where the embossing ink is stuck to the back of the foil. But I'm not going to worry about it because that foil will still work. It'll still stick somewhere and do something somewhere. Okay? So now what are we going to do? Well, let's try it again. Okay? Yeah, just put it right there. Let's do some heat embossing on this. Put a little piece of paper under here to catch my powders. Wished I'd have used a full sheet of paper, but I used what I had right there. And this is just leftover bits of embossing powder, from when you mix it together and stuff, and you don't want to put it back in the original container. Yeah, I might have said it before, and I might say it again. So I'm just going to take a brush and take that off because I forgot I had already stamped with yeah. So I'm just brushing away. It's okay. I fixed it. See, I fixed it. It's all okay. It's all more buttering out. In fact, it's even almost beautiful. Oh, this is like take 2 on the voiceover, y'all. Just saying. Hey, gun, y'all. That stamp that I used, it's like a little music script thing. which makes me think of musical interlude. Just a musical interlude for you, for me, for we. Musical interlude. So I'm going to pull that off. I put a little cut in there and then just ripped it right off because that's the way this fabric does. Cotton fabric do that. Really like that. I'm really happy with that little part. Will this glue dot pull off? Because the box doesn't say if it's permanent or not. They're pretty stuck. I pulled it off. I can pull it off, but I have to really work at it, y'all. Oh, in portions, and most of this video has been sped up for ease of viewing. Let's stamp the word beautiful on top of that foil scripts, music stamp thing right there. We're just going to hold it for half an hour till we get tired of holding it. Okay, and then we're just going to do that again. I don't know, I had stamping issues. I probably would have done better if I'd have put that thick foam, fun foam stuff underneath there to give it some cushion, you know. See, because I had a problem with that V up there again. Got to save all that powder, y'all. I need to make sure I get my 1/60th of 1/10% out of my penny on that. Save that powder. Now, I have seen somebody, I don't remember who, y'all, it's been a while, do heat embossing on fabric before, and it did okay, and it does okay. They used the really fine powder, which I would recommend because this is just regular powder, and it does okay, just okay. All right, distressed look, it's okay. I like it. Now, when I was rubbing that other one, when it was dry, it was flaking off a little bit, but that's because the powder sticks to the little fine little fibers that consist of fabric, okay? So, I like it. Heat gun. And I've also ran the heat gun on the foil that was over the stamping and the dots, which you didn't see, but I did it, and it didn't seem to have affected those at all. Now I'm going to use that there Ranger embossing pen thing to fix my little letters. I'm going to come fix the L. Now that pen works fine on the fabric, so you could probably use that and do just fine, all right? But I don't know how much of that embossing ink it's going to suck out of that pen because, you know, fabric is very porous, okay? Very porous. Just saying. I got to save that little tiny, teeny bit of fabric, fiber, powder. Oh, Lord, bless my heart. It's going to be one of those days. Heat gun, y'all. Oh, goodness. Makes me happy. So I end up doing a couple little projects, which y'all will see towards the endish. There's a photo montage. There's an outro, and then I interrupt the outro with a little bit of my disclaimer screen. So be sure to stay after that because, you know, it's important that you watch my entire video. And, yeah, makes me happy. Look at that. Yep. It's all nice and cool. Let's rip that off of there because we need to use that for something. I don't know. At this time, when I was doing all this, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff. What am I going to do with this stuff? It's pretty. It makes me happy. I like it. Is it gorgeous? Drop dead gorgeous? Maybe not. But it makes me happy and I like it. And we know that's the important part. And I'm keeping them fibers. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But I need them strings, y'all. Like I do that little teeny tiny powder. See, isn't that pretty? That's pretty. Makes me happy. Now, what are we going to do with all these dots? I don't know. Let's pull these threads out. Oh, let's, I almost said type the word. Let's stamp the word joy on this one because it's just joy, y'all. It's just joyful. So I'm doing that. And we're going to put some heat embossing on this with a different color mixture here. Again, with the little teeny tiny pieces of paper, I tell you, I don't know. It's not like I couldn't reach behind me and get a full sheet. Look how pale that is. That's pale, y'all, but it's kind of pretty. It's an interesting color, just saying. We'll use it again later. I don't know why I'm inking my stamp again, because I'm like, well, I need to stamp over it again. And I'm like, oh no, we got to heat gun this first, y'all. We got to melt that embossing stuff first. So Okay. Okay. Now we'll stamp it again. Just put some more ink on there just in case that dried, because it probably didn't. I did real good matching that back up. Just pat those up on the back. Put some more powder on there. Now it gets just a little bit darker, not a lot darker, just a little bit darker. So, I mean, it's enough. I mean, I'm like, well, you know, I could do it again. I thought, I don't know, I got it lined up so well that second time. I don't think I want to chance it, so I didn't chance it. We just did it 2 times. Getting some more, y'all. Okay. Woohoo! Makes me happy. So we're gonna put some more dots on there. That's how happy the dots made me. I'm gonna have to keep my eye out for some clearance dots, y'all. Just saying. I don't know when there's a lot of dots on this one though. There's a lot of dots left. Where am I gonna put them? I don't know. I don't know why I'm showing y'all this part, because you know we've got pretty much almost darn near a 30-minute video, and I could have cut out some more, sped up some more. I don't know. Whatever I do, y'all. There we go. Just breezing along. Oops. That rain. Oh, I love this stuff, y'all. I got that. I've gotten some from the past, from Tuesday morning. They don't have it no more because this is like back in the olden days, and not the way back olden days, just a little olden days. And Xandra carries some in her shop, so I'll put a link down below to her shop, okay, in case y'all can't find it elsewhere. Just saying. Look, makes me happy. I don't know where them little teeny tiny lines came from, but it doesn't matter because I've decided I'm going to put some stamp on it. I'm going to use that Prima glue. Made me happy. It's a little weird, snotty, sticky, gluey feeling, but you know, it's okay. I'm going to do it. And this time I didn't wait for it to dry. I'm like, where's my stuff? So just put my stuff on there. Rubbing it down with, burnishing it with a napkin, because that just makes your hand just glide across there. Does it work? Yes, it worked. Now, when you do it on paper, you do have to wait, you know, you have to delay for a minute, okay? A little more glue on there. Be sure if you use stamps to wash them puppies up real quick, because you don't want this stuff to dry on there. Just saying. Because, yeah. Just burnishing it down. Use a cloth or a paper napkin. I know I could say that 500 times, y'all. It just, stinking happy. I like the distressed and weird stamping kind of thing. It's not sticky anymore. Once that foil gets on there, it's not even sticky. Do not wash this kind of thing. This is something you don't do to your clothes. Okay, that stuff is finally dry. We're going to use the gunmetal on it. Just wait for it. I'm real happy with those weird little shaped line, curvy lines things I put on there. They look like the wind blowing. It's kind of like the wind. Trade the wind. There we go. Look at that. And I'm going to stretch it to see how it stretches. Did I stretch this one? I think that's maybe where I stretched it, because I'm like, what's it do when it stretches? It just stretches. It didn't break or anything. And I'm going to try to pull it off like I did that pop dot, glue dot, bless my heart, y'all. It came off, but I had to work at it. I had to work at the glue dot real hard, just saying. So now I'm like, well, let's just try this with the stamp. So I'm squishing it out on my finger, and I'm going to pat it on the back of my hand to kind of smoosh it down. And I'm going to try it on stamp. Now, this is what I've had since I just now was thinking that to try this and then use the embossing powder, the heat embossing powder on this glue. I don't know what that would do. Oh, my stamp stuck to it. I dropped that immediately in my little bucket of water right there. Because I'm like, no, don't ruin that word. We want to keep that word. Now we're just going to put this straight on there. We did not put, well, yeah, we did put it straight on there. We didn't wait at all, did we? Or did we? You know what? I think I went and ate lunch. Because you gotta let that stuff dry, y'all. Long time. Humidity affects that drying time. Read your label. So I let it dry, went to lunch and let it dry, and then I came back, and that's when I just did that part. And I'm not happy with the way it's stamped out there, so I'm going to go over it with this, with the thick liquid adhesive stuff. So, that's what I'm doing. I could have probably wrote it more butter, and those of you that write more butter can do more butter. So we gotta let that dry. And while we're doing it, we're just going to go ahead and do a project because I'm like, these things are too cute to not do something with them. So I got that scrapbook paper, that fancy one right there with all the little starry flowers. I got that from McLinda. Oh, thank you, McLinda. I just love that little stuff. So anyway, we're going to make a ultra paper clip out of it. And that orange is left over from my last card lottery. I think it was my last card lottery. So we're just going to... gosh, my phone's ringing, y'all. Sorry. Ink around the edges. And then we're going to glute it down. I don't have any of that Fabri-Tac or Fix It or whatever that stuff called. I got my original tacky glue because it's my favorite. And it's going to work just fine because none of this stuff is getting washed, which is what I was trying to tell you a while ago. Don't wash this stuff, y'all. Well, I don't know. Maybe you could. I don't know. So we're going to glue these two pieces, or we're going to ATG them together. Okay? Because we're going to do a hidden paper clip, y'all. That's why I put that little notch in there with the little hole punch. Just a little tiny notch. That end of the paper clip's going to slide right in there, and it's just going to be darn near invisible. Just saying. And I put the short end of the paper clip on the inside. And that way you got more clipping space on the outside. We're just going to glue that down just like that. Ta-da! Smoosh it down, let it dry. It doesn't take as long to dry as it does that foil adhesive, just saying. And that's a leftover card. Well, it's not a leftover card. I miscounted, so I embossed it too many cards. So we're just going to glue this right, or no, we're going to ATG it. Bless my heart, y'all. Been a couple days. We're going to ATG it to that card and just cover up that whole little thing because yeah, we can just cover it up just like this. Watch. There it is, covered up. Ta-da! Makes me happy. Now we got that skull and crossbones to worry about on the inside. Well, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to use some more stuff from McLinda. And normally I use black thread for the butterfly antennae, but this time black wouldn't show up, so I thought, well, we'll just use this gold thread right here because it's pretty and it's gold, y'all. It's real gold. Don't believe me. So anyway, then we're just going to put some glue on that, cover it up, and then we got that pearl little flower, and we're going to cover that, put that down in the corner down there just so we, make your eye look all over the page like, oh, what's going on here? Oh, what's going on over here kind of thing. Oh, I appreciate all your time because y'all spending so much time with me today on this a long old video, y'all. Just glue that right there because it looks pretty. It makes me happy. Makes me happy. Okay, so now we're going to heat emboss inside the card right here. So I used the anti-static thing that I made. Crossing fingers that this works. Okay, it's okay. Oh, look, we're going to use that pretty color. That's kind of pinky purple. It's pinky. It's pretty color. I think it's pretty. Just wait for the heat gun, y'all, and you're going to see the magic happen right before your eyes. Real time. Heat gun, embossing powder magic, and the words disappear. Just totally disappear. Well, pretty near disappear. You can see it. I can see it okay, but no, you can't read that. So I come back later on when none of us are looking, including the camera, and I stamp white ink over the top of it, and it looks cool, which you will see in the photo montage. And be sure to stay past the photo montage and past the disclaimer screen. Just saying, here you go. Just to fix that little edge down there. Yep, that did it. Can't see it very well. So that has dried finally. Takes a long time, y'all. And we're just going to use this here, and we're just going to push it over here, and wherever it's still sticky, it will just pick up the foil, and if there's foil already over it, it won't pick no more up. Just saying. Look at that. I didn't write it so good, but it's okay. Makes me happy. Photo montage. Stay tuned. I appreciate each and every one of you, your valuable time, kind comments, your likes, your subscriptions. If you've not already done so, please take a moment, subscribe, and click the bell if you want notifications of new videos and lives. Only if your account is set up to do so. Stay tuned. Dream sequence.
So, there we have it. Now, I would like to say, if I hadn't said it already in the voiceover part, y'all, okay, because this is the outro, just in case you weren't sure what this part was. Even if you've seen somebody do it online before, doesn't mean you can't do it, okay? I would challenge y'all and recommend that y'all check and test these things for yourselves, because it may work more better for you, and it may not. So, your own risk, y'all. Love these old things, y'all. Just love these old glue dots. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for clearance on those. And, rainbow made me happy. I can't believe this worked as well as it did on stamp, y'all. Just saying. We learned that this is so thick, it's really hard to write with. But some of y'all more better writers might do more butter. Just saying. Yeah. Try this stuff out. Bling your stuff up to a whole nother level. If you just want to make it beautiful. Maybe you want to have more joy in your art. Maybe you just want to make a life out of it. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.